We are very proud at Gilmer High School and honored to recognize a few more of our athletes from the class of 2013. I think it makes 11 now that are going on to further their athletic career. Proud of all these guys. We got 3 from baseball to recognize today. Colt Henderson will be attending Chattanooga State to play baseball. Marlen Hensley will attend Georgia Highlands. Marlen will be attending Georgia Highlands. Will be participating in baseball there. Was also a multi-sport athlete for us here. Also won our Dooley Award for the Male Athlete of the Year for us. Both of these, Colt and Marlen, also were good students and good role models for our younger students in our high school. We also are pleased to have Coach Morrow here from Georgia Highlands. We're glad he came up to be a part of this celebration for Marlen. So without further ado, we'll recognize Marlen Hensley, who will be attending Georgia Highlands.
Mike Marr, Georgia Highlands College baseball coach.
All right, Coach, we're here to talk about your recent signing, Marlen Hensley. Talk a little bit about what attracted you to him and just a little bit about the recruiting process in general.
Well, basically the biggest asset Marlen brings is his competitiveness. He plays multiple positions, which helps us on the baseball field. And most importantly, he's a good character kid, high character kid. Coach Pluff speaks very highly of him. And so that's important to us when we're starting a program. We want good people to represent our school and our program. And Marlen fit the bill on every aspect, not only in the baseball sense, but as a person too, and a quality student. He's a Hope scholarship winner as well. So we know he's a good student, he's a smart kid, he knows how to manage his time. He comes from a good program, has a great skill set. We think he can come in and be an impact freshman for us right away. So we're very excited. And it was a tough process, a long process. We originally had offered him in December or January, and it was not until this baseball season ended before he finally committed. So we knew we were in a tough competitive recruiting battle with other schools. We just felt the idea that he can come in and be an impact freshman was an advantage we had. And also part of being a legacy as a first-year program, somebody's going to be the first kid to get drafted, somebody's going to be the first kid to get a scholarship at a 4-year school, a lot of firsts. So being the part of the first team ever is kind of neat, and it allows you to leave a legacy when you leave. So that was part of the draw, I think, that helped Marlen decide on Georgia Highlands as well.
Now, this being you guys' first year, this year a brand new program. Talk a little bit about, I guess, the problems or the difficulties that arrive that other coaches with established programs may not have had to deal with.
Well, the biggest issue is we had to go out and find 30 kids. You know, most programs aren't recruiting 30 kids a year. They're recruiting 6, 8, 10. They're trying to fill in spots. So we're starting from scratch. The other thing is the overwhelming majority of these kids are incoming freshmen. We don't know how they're going to compete at the college level. It's a different game at the college level than high school. So we're going to bring all these kids in the fall, and we're hoping that these kids, most of them are going to end up being very good competitors at the college level. But some are only good high school players, and they don't do well in the college level. So that's a big challenge for us in the fall, is to see how many of these kids. We'll probably have 50 end up coming out, but of the 30 that we brought in, you know, we're hoping that a lot of these kids pan out. There is an opportunity that they may not. You've got to understand, we recruit starters. So we have 30 starters, you know, coming in, and they've got to compete for spots. So maybe some kids can't handle not being a starter. They've done it all their life. So that's the challenge when you're dealing with all freshmen, is how they react to the college level, how they manage their time, can they handle college work, you know. So all these things come into play, and that's the biggest unknown for us with so many incoming freshmen.
Now let me ask you, when you're starting a program, how does that work? Do you guys get a year to develop? Do the kids get an extra year eligibility? Like, how does it work, like, between recruiting that first freshman class and game one?
Well, with Georgia Highlands, they approved athletics 3 years ago, and then last year they actually started men's and women's basketball. And in 2014, we're starting baseball and softball. So they hired me last October, so I took this whole year to recruit. So we're going to come in spring of 14 with a full-fledged, we're part of the GCAA and we're playing. Depending on the sport, sometimes you have what's called a probation season. We're not doing that. We're coming right in and playing. So what they did is hired me a year early just to recruit. And now we'll start this fall and then have an official season spring of 2014.
All right, well, Coach, I appreciate your time, and thank you very much, and good luck. All right, we're here at Marlen Hensley today, and you have signed a baseball scholarship to play for Georgia Highlands.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about joining the program. It's in its first year, inaugural season, and just talk a little bit about your recruitment process.
The recruiting started early before this baseball season. It continued all through baseball season, and I went on a visit to the campus and really liked the campus and kind of liked the idea of the first year of baseball.
Now you said you liked the idea of the first year. What was it about being obviously the first team in the history of the school? What was it about that attracted you to it?
I just liked the idea of starting from fresh.
Starting from the bottom, now you're here. All right, now you obviously you had some success on the on the football field as well. What went into your decision to pursue baseball over football?
Baseball's always been my passion. Ever since I was little, I wanted to play college baseball. So when I had the chance, I took it.
All right, now did they approach you or did you approach them?
They approached me.
And now, obviously, you said you really enjoyed the idea of being the first team. Do you feel more pressure without having a history behind you to establish, whereas everything that you guys will be doing will be a precedent?
Yes, I feel more pressure because everybody remembers the first impressions.
Now, what do you plan on pursuing as studies when you attend Georgia Highlands?
I'm pursuing a history major.
Say it one more time.
History major.
Oh, history major. What do you plan to do with that?
I'm going to come back and coach and teach.
Do you plan to coach here at Gilmer or just wherever you can?
Wherever I can.
All right. Well, good luck in all your future endeavors, and I appreciate your time.
Thank you.